MC3 is the name we give to the Michigan Citizenship Collaborative Curriculum, which is a free, public, full K-12 curriculum for social studies that is developed and housed at Oakland schools. The MC3 was originally created in response to the state's first content expectations, and in 2019, when Michigan released its revised social studies standards, we began a multi-year process of revising the K-12 courses within the curriculum. Each course that we've revised has had a slightly different approach. So in the past, we've had teacher writers. This year, as we're revising 3rd and 4th grades, our Oakland Schools social studies team is writing and reviewing, and we also have teacher reviewers in the classroom who are doing close reads of the lessons and piloting the lessons.
For 4th and 5th grade, the introduction of inquiry is not new to students necessarily because they use that in science. So we're taking that social studies lens of inquiry and letting kids use evidence to answer questions. I think it's a unique approach to just the social studies part where people were maybe used to, here's a fact, memorize it, now you know this information. Instead, we want kids to be good thinkers and we want them to use evidence to answer questions, but also be able to prove why they think that answer is accurate. The kids then get to analyze that evidence themselves to try to answer those questions, and they get to debate it with each other, and sometimes they agree and sometimes they don't, but as long as they use evidence to provide an answer, we're good with it.
The MC3 curriculum is wonderful. The students love it. It's very hands-on and engaging for them. We use a lot of different varieties of artifacts and tools like maps, charts, photographs to keep them really interested in what we're doing and what we're learning, and it really makes connections for the students. As an MC3 curriculum reviewer, we get the lessons ahead of time. We read them, make notes about any changes that we would like to see. I also am implementing the lessons within my classroom. And then I take the feedback back to our team and make even additional changes so that they can be used successfully in anybody's classroom.
Some of the benefits that MC3 has provided Rochester are not only the deep inquiry units, but also professional development facilitated by the wonderful staff at Oakland Schools, collaboration time across the district for teachers, and as an instructional coach, going and being able to speak to other colleagues and staff members about the curriculum.
From my perspective, the curriculum is really helpful in that it gives me everything that I need to teach it. I can give it to my student teacher and she can use it just start to finish. I could give it to a substitute teacher or a guest teacher that we might have in our classroom. I also know that everything I need is there.
The biggest student outcome that I've noticed is that the students are so engaged and they just love social studies.
I'm just so thankful to Oakland Schools and the Oakland Schools staff for all the hard work that they've put into designing these units for our students. It brings such rich learning so we can take an honest look at the past and use that information to build a better future.